What are some of the tactics that you use in fighting? Obviously, you show a southpaw an awful lot, but you can go with both hands. That has to make it an advantage for you instead of the guy that just is strictly right-handed.
I think Rocky's got a huge advantage over a lot of fighters, which he throws both hands, probably equally as well. In a situation, I only throw rights, and if you're anyone that knows me or knows that I fight a little, that I'm only right, you time me right up your, and then you got to have a scouting report from the other team, who's the tough guy, what he throws, left or rights, can he maul, meaning is he more of a grappler, tie you up and hold on, a situation, if Rock and I were ever to fight, it would probably be like one of a lot of these fight tapes that we've seen here. It would be, I'm going to throw my right because I think I have a strong enough right that I can knock someone out, and he's going to throw his left, and we're just going to basically tee each other off on the head until one of us goes down. Is
that a lot of times where you see where the balance, it starts going in circles?
Yeah.
You can't, it's almost hard to stop when you get going to momentum like that.
Well, yeah, and that's certain styles, like a Tai Domi, he likes to fight like that. He gets down as a lefty, and he gets into a spin going from his right to his left, and you have to have good balance like that. And for myself, I adapt to the situation I'm in. If I'm throwing my left, for example, if Tomer and I were in an altercation with one another, if I'm throwing my left and he's throwing his right, and I feel as though I'm doing good, I'm not getting hit, then I'm going to stick with what's working. Right. But at the same time, if I'm starting to eat his right hand, I'm going to change things up. I'm going to duck. I'm going to come in. I'm going to maybe switch to my right, get a better grab. Different cross grabs to take away his right hand in order to get into that spin that we were talking about. And you bring his body across himself, and I go to my left to take away his right hand and just sort of come from a different angle. But that's the way I fight. I adapt. I mean, I start with my left. I'm a southpaw, and I'm a boxer, and that's the way I go. I start that way. But if things aren't working, I don't have one specific style. I got to change, and I got to adapt. And I think that's what gives a lot of guys a tough problem, is that I'm going to show them different angles and different styles so that they're going to have to adapt with me.
Well, Brent, if you're facing a southpaw, what do you do when you approach them?
What do I do?
Yeah.
If I'm fighting a lefty, I am 9 times out of 10. I'm known as kind of an old dummy. I used to have a really, really hard head, and I would just stick my face right in there and let the guy punch as long as I'm allowed to punch. More or less, my style is terrible. I'm not a good. I would never.
Tomer the buffalo head.
Yeah, I would never teach anyone to fight like me, because my goal, if I see a lefty coming in, if I know he's left, my job, I'm just gonna try to get my right going as quick as I can. I'm gonna probably grab him in the, either the center of the jersey or. And sometimes I'll cross grab, but very seldom do I cross grab. I just grab a hold and just throw as fast and as hard as I can. I don't really have a fun. I snap. I go a little bit, like I get really mad when I fight. So I'm a little bit, he's all technical, he's great. I mean, and he snaps too, but when I fight or do anything, I kind of lose my mind. And
yeah, we're opposite ends, because I do notice that with him, that I see something changes in him, and that's, he's going out to hurt the guy.
Right.
With me, I'm different. I'm thinking like a boxer's thinking. I mean, not to say I don't snap. Sometimes I do, and then, but to me, when I get really upset and fight, I end up getting hit more because I'm willing to take that abuse. But when I try to fight a little smarter and in control a little bit more, so then I can avoid those punches. But Tomer, he's going to take one to give one, and that's what he's going to do.
Hold that thought. We'll get that more on when we come back after this short break. More action fights with the NHL with Rocky Thompson, and we'll talk about some more strategies of the fisticuffs itself. As we continue.